We will now go through the concept of longitudes. The longitude of a place is the angular distance of that place east or west of the prime meridian. The lines of the longitude, they are drawn from north to south and it crosses the equator. Now these lines, they are called the meridians, which means the midday, as all the places on the same meridians have their noon at the same time. Now the prime meridian 180 degree, it lies just opposite to the prime meridian. So prime meridian and 180 together form one complete circle. Now 180 degree, that is just the degree, it is neither east nor west. 179 degree east and west it would be there. Now 180, it is known as the international dateline. So then what is the importance of the longitude? Let us first understand its feature. Now the lines of the longitude, they run from north to south. They are known as the meridians because the sun is fixed in 124 hour in a day at one longitude line. Alright, so that is why it is known as the meridian, which means the midday. Then they are equal of the length and they are the halves of the great circle. Now these were few of the important features about the line of the longitude. Now what is the importance of it? The importance of it is to find the location of a certain place on the surface of the earth. Now like say for example, we have to find the location of Washington DC, which is 39 degree north latitude and 77 degree west longitude. Latitude will be quoted first, followed by the line of the longitude. So on the globe, we can find the position of the Washington DC when we know its degree. Then the great circle routes, they are the shortest distance between any of the 2 points on the map. Alright, now it is not always a straight line, the great circle, but it is an arc which is known as the great circle. So the pilots, they have to continuously adjust their routes so that they stay on this arc wherever their destination might lead them. Now the importance of this is save on the fuel, time and money, and it is also economical. So that is what the importance of the great circle route is there. Let us now try to understand the longitude and time, how they are interrelated with each other. Now to solve this problem, we have taken the 0 degree line, the prime meridian, as the GMT, which is taken as the reference point for the international time. So the places to the east, they are added to the GMT. Places to the west, they are deducted to the GMT. Places would either be to the east of the prime meridian or it would have to be in the west of the prime meridian. Now how do we find out the time of any of the local place? With the help of the longitude, we know that the earth is spherical in shape and 360 longitudes, they are the imaginary lines drawn 1 degree apart from the equator. Earth complete one rotation in 24 hours. So when we divide both the figures, we get 15 degree in 1 hour. Okay, so 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. We can further break it to 1 degree is equal to 4 minutes. Now we can very conveniently say that the sun is overhead at each longitude after every 4 minutes. So it is the noon time for all of the places on that very longitude. Now what is the standard time? What does it mean? It means that all the countries of the world, they have selected one line of the meridian to govern the timetable of their whole country. Like for India, it is 82.5 degree east, based on which the timetable for the whole country, it will then be governed. In a similar manner, most of the countries of the world, they have adopted the standard meridian line, based on which the time for the whole country it is governed. Otherwise, it is going to be in utter confusion. So to avoid that confusion, all the countries of the world, they select the standard time one line of the longitude based upon which the timetable for the whole of the country it would be selected. Now the earth takes 24 hours to complete one set of the rotation. So we have 24 time zone. Each time zone covers 15 degrees of the longitude. Let us go through the time-based sum given in the book, question number 14. If the GMT at 0 degree longitude is 12 noon, find the local time of the place A, 30 degree east. Now for this purpose, we draw one line. We write down east, prime meridian and west. And at the top, we write down, at the top of the west, we write down negative, and at the top of the east, we write down positive. Now remember children, that west would always lose the time and east would always gain the time, simply for the reason that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Now the other information that we have with us, 1 degree is equal to 4 minutes. So 30 degree at the east here, that would be 120 minutes. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Now 120 divided by 60, that is 2 hours. So east is always ahead in time. 12 at the prime meridian plus 2 more hours, that is 14 hours. So that would be 2 p.m. in the east. So then what is the time selected for our country then? The standard time. Now the standard time of a country, it is based upon the line of the longitude 82.5 degree east, by the way of which we calculate the time period of whole of the country. So then how ahead of the time we are from GMT? We are 5 hours and 30 minutes ahead of GMT. Now let us go through the another. International dateline is the meridian of 180 degree. Now it is 180 degree alone. Places are either east to it or either west to it. Alright. Now this 180 degree line, it means it is a zigzag line. So it means that crossing this line, you would either gain a day or you would either lose a day. Now this is the line that goes through passes through the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and as said, there is no landmass in between. So the slight deviation, it has taken place to adjust the island nations here. Otherwise, these nations would have the 2 dates on one single time period. Now the world time zone is divided into 24 time zones of 1 hour each. Like say for example, India also, it has its standard meridian as 82.5 degree east, which passes through Allahabad. Now this is the Indian Standard Time, IST, for our country. But some of the countries of the world, they have vast longitudinal extent. So that means they cannot afford to have one single time period running for their whole country. So countries such as USA, Canada, Australia, Russia, they have several time zones. Canada has 6 time zones. Russia has 11 time zones. Now the extent of Russia is from east to west, Asia and Europe too. And USA has somewhere around 6. So the different names of the time zones, they are given. Children, with the end of this, we come to the end of the chapter as well. Go through the chapter content, read it. All the definitions, diagrams, they are very important of this chapter. Solve the set of the question answers and prepare the chapter well. So until next time children, take care. Please excuse the overlapping of voice.